want to talk to sweet baby Jesus. He's gonna get us through. I said, I want to talk to sweet baby Jesus, 'cause he... me. Wish I had some tea, some water, something. This is my moment to shine. Gonna get us through, 'cause he knows me and you. Yeah. Take control of your life, man. Take control of your life. Walk away from religion. Walk away from what people tell you. Determine your own path. Do what you want to do in life. Take control of your life. I'm telling you this because I remember when I didn't have any control of my life. I listened to what my mom had to say. I listened to what my father had to say. I listened to my sister, my brother, my friends, my co-workers, my haters, my enemies. And within doing that, I stunted my own growth. I can't go back and say, it's their fault. I can't put the blame on them. I chose to listen to them. I chose to put my life in their hands. I chose for them to be in control of my life. So therefore, I did what they wanted me to do and not what I wanted to do, not what my intentions were and are. Take control of your life. Now I know some of y'all may sit back and say, man, Langston, why did you do this video? I mean, I already know that. You know what? You do. And my answer to you, my reply rather, to you is, shh, be quiet. So everybody else that doesn't know can listen to what I'm saying. Take control of your life. Because when I didn't have any control of my life was a disaster. But now it's great. Because I know whatever decisions that I make, I have to deal with them. I know the repercussions, whether they be good or bad. You see, you weren't put on this planet to obey. You weren't. This is the reason why most African American men have a problem with the law. Period. And I used to. Now, I say to myself, you know what? I can't break the law because I have other things that I have to do. So I'm going to abide by it, but I don't necessarily agree with it. But as a youth, when I was younger, please, I was defiant to the T. But I also was the type of person to listen to what everybody else had to say. I listened to people that were on the streets. I listened to friends, family members. I listened to that good old religion. And my life at one point in time was a living hell. I felt as though that I was caged up. That's how I felt. When other people had more control over my life than I had with mine. I continue to bring this up and I have to stop it, but it was part of my life. I was part of a cult, with the Nubians and Dr. Malachi York was the master teacher, and what he said goes. And we had to obey. We had to listen. And he had all our lives in control. He was in control of all our lives. The minute I walked away from religion, the minute I walked away from that cult, the minute I walked away from what my mother had to say. Now, taking heed, don't get it twisted. I accept positive criticism. I'm no fool. When wisdom is brought to me, when knowledge is brought to me, I will accept that and I will apply those tools to my life, to make my life, to improve my life, to make my life even better. But I know the difference between that and when somebody's trying to tell me something to control me. And I'll never be controlled again. Now I know most of y'all smart asses are gonna say, well, you know, certain things you have to do and you have to assimilate and blah 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 and this and that and so forth. Everybody has a choice. I get tired and I hope that when you old people die, and I'm talking about 60, 70-year-old people with that slave mentality, I hope you take this slogan with you to your grave. And that slogan is, well, what can you do? You can do whatever you want to do. But the minute that you say in your mind, the minute that you think that, well, what can you do? You have given your choices away. And you have allowed people to control or take control of your life. And I refuse to do that. Nowadays, I'll fight you till the end. I want autonomy and sovereignty over my life. Period. So if anybody were to ask me, yo, what is your version or what is your perception of freedom? And somebody will sit back and say, well, that's wrong. No, you just asked me, what is my perception of freedom? What is my definition of freedom? I'm telling you what's coming from my heart. My definition, my perception, my definition of freedom is to be able to do whatever I want to do with my life. To the point where if, I would never do it, but I'm just saying if I chose to take my own life, commit suicide, I had the power and the control to do that. And I don't advise and agree with suicide. I'm just telling you that most people nowadays don't have control over their own lives. And they listen to what their mama says. Well, mama was a Christian. My grandmother was a Christian. My great-grandmother was a Christian, so I'm a Christian. Yeah, but, yo, man, I get it. But if you see fault in your religion, it's called cognitive dissonance. You see fault in something, you know that there's fault there, but you try to erase it and negate it as if there's no fault there. When are you going to get up and think of with your own mind? And say, hey, listen, I ain't gonna be no Christian. Mom, I ain't gonna listen to you on this one. Nah. I'm gonna walk my own path. And if and when you do that, guess what? You're gonna know just how many people are gonna be by your side. And let me tell you something, the minute that I took control of my life and I said I'm going to do things my way, the people that I knew fell off. Because no one wants you to have your own mind. Everyone wants to take control of your life. I've seen that throughout my life. And the minute that I sat back and said, nah, I ain't going to do that. The minute that I questioned God as far as dealing with religion, I was called all types of names. One of them being an atheist. The minute that I questioned Dr. Malachi Z. York, I was called a black devil. The minute I started being a vegan, a vegetarian, exercising, working out, and doing things the exact opposite of what my family members were doing, I was called all types of names. Oh man, Langston, he's crazy. Yeah, I sat down and talked to him. It's something wrong with him. No. It's not anything wrong with me. It's something wrong with you because you don't have your own mind. And this is the reason why you're thinking that I'm crazy. But the reality of it is that I'm not. And I'm telling you, for those that have taken control of your life, you're not the only ones out there. I love you. And I just want to let you know that you're my brother, you're my sister. And I am very proud and happy for you. Just like I'm happy and proud of me. You're not the only one. And for those that are still allowing their mother to control them, their father, organizations, cults, religion, I'm telling you, you better wake up. You better wake up. See, I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm just being real, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm impatient. You know, I lack patience, so I can never be a Christian because I want my heaven now. The hell with dying. That's rolling dice. That's rolling dice. I gotta play by the book, and playing by the book is the Bible. So I gotta practice the 10 Commandments and all the rest of that. I gotta marry this broad in order for me to get some pussy. Now what if I marry her and her pussy stinks? Then I'm messed up. So I gotta play by the book. What if I don't like her? What if I marry her and I find out she farts in bed and she don't want to wash dishes, she don't want to cook? But I gotta marry her. I gotta continue marrying her? I gotta continue to be married to her? That's crazy. I'm an impatient guy. I gotta do all of this stuff. And then, maybe, just maybe, there may be a heaven. Now, Christians, give me the proper coordinates. Like, tell me where heaven is, so I can go take a visit. Cause like when you go to an apartment complex, or when you go to a house that you want to rent out, that you want to rent, apartment complex, apartment that you want to rent, they show you where you're gonna live at. Well, this is the upstairs, and this is the garage, and this and that, and so forth, and it has two and a half bedrooms. 2.5 baths. 3 bedrooms, and blah blah blah. They roll it out for you. So give me the coordinates and tell me, like basically tell me where heaven's at, so I can go see it. Because I might not like heaven when I go there. I might like hell better. Or I might just like being here on earth. Let me tell you something. I went to Nevis. I'm West Indian. I went to Nevis, right? It's in the West Indies. That was heaven to me. It was palm trees, it was monkeys and cows and donkeys and all types of animals walking across the streets, and a bunch of black people, and it wasn't no white police officers bashing you over the head. You could smoke your marijuana. You grow your own food, all of that. It was heaven to me. So I'm sitting back and I'm saying to myself, okay, well, listen, yo, Christians, please tell me where heaven's at so I can compare the two. Because if I can't go smoke some marijuana, if donkeys and cows and monkeys ain't walking everywhere, and palm trees, and if it's not hot and the ocean is not there, I can't go to the beach every day. Man, please, I don't want to go down to that. I don't want to do it. But I've gotten way I've like went way beyond the point. The point is, take control of your life. Plain and simple. My name is Langston 2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share this video.